And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the 4 tonight. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Mr. Clutch, and it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Jackson Davis in at center. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
And here is Hill. Pass to Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Clock at 6. Halliburton against Curry. Launches it from deep. Moody's shot is off. Here's Mr. Clutch, covered by Hill. Turner passes to Mr. Clutch. To the inside. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And it's Butler missing. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Kings in Sacramento. Turner finds Halliburton. And it drops once again. The bucket for Mr. Clutch.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Moody. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Curry with the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. So a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the ball and still get it to the ball.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
And so here is Indiana after the miss from Buddy Hield. Here's Mathurin. It's rebounded by Golden State, coming off their loss against the Timberwolves.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game.
Now, here's Moody. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Shot by Hield, nobody around. It's good from long range.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling with the first make out of 5 shots.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off on the layup. Warriors trail by 4. Moody finds Curry. Butler feeling out of it. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Hield. Here's Moody. Off target with his 3. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Here's Mr. Clutch. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Hield. Trying to get open as Butler. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Able to complete the play. Really showing some strength physically and mentally.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Curry. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by Turner.
Defense got to roll the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Count the basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Warriors trail by 7. Inside. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. The Pacers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And the shot goes down. And that's 13 points for Mr. Clutch.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Curry against Halliburton. Trying to get open his Hield. Curry can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A deft touch on the alley-oop.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Butler. Throws it up high. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Terrific recognition there from Butler. Outstanding at slicing passes through the lead in that pick and roll.
Down low, here's Mr. Clutch. That ball, nice beat that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Hield. He's coming off a 25-point game against Minnesota. And a little block that time, but it drops. Hield's got 8. Here's Halliburton with a 9-point lead. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Warriors with the rebound. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
The Warriors shooting 31% here early on, not getting the shots they'd like. Mathurin against Curry. Passes it to Moody. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 9. Halliburton looking around. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Good, nice job down low. 17 points in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
There's Mr. Clutch, and he gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Curry against Halliburton. Outside Butler for the 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Trying to
Here's Heald. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jimmy Butler is out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Heald in at the point. Butler kicks to Heald. Launches a three. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Halliburton in the corner. Over Moody. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Jackson Davis with it. Turner covering. Outside Butler. They kick out to Heald. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple. Heald's got it.
You gotta expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Heald. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Pacers lead by 18.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Heald, the pass to Moody. Some nice passing by Golden State. Heald can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Heald. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
That free throw good from Butler. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
Halliburton on the wing. To the paint. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Halliburton.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Heald dishes to Butler. Pass to Jackson Davis. Mathurin against Payton. Here's Moody. And the Warriors miss again.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Jumps up, and then Heald with the dunk.
He just keeps pouring it in. They should work into that man every trip down the floor right now.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Butler. 12 points his last outing. He lobs it up.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker really wants to make his teammates better.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 17. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes play. Out to Payton. Nice D for Mr. Clutch. The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. He scored 54 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again. Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
The pass to Moody. Pass to Jackson Davis. They kick out to Heel. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Throwing passes to Mr. Clutch. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. And it's 29 points for Mr. Clutch.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside Butler. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Mr. Clutch.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stacks on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors trail by 21. Heel from outside. The rebound by Halliburton.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Turner with the steal. Into the lane. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape.
Green's checked in. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Look at Curry. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. And he'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Here's Butler after the made shot from Mr. Clutch. Butler with the ball, picked up by Turner. Shots good by Butler.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Indiana leading by 22. To the middle, here's Mr. Clutch. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 37 points for Mr. Clutch.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Moody the pass to Heel. Pacers with the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Shoots a three. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Feeds it to Green. Where's the dish to Butler? Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Siakam against Green. Halliburton passes to Mr. Clutch. pays off on that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Hield can't hit.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
That's tipped. Halliburton on the wing. He's divided them with some scoring functions, averaging 13 points a game.
The thing about Halliburton's range is it's flexible. He can take a good shot from anywhere.
Here's Jackson Davis. Here's Moody. 5 points in the game. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come on the board with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Aaron Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nemhard's subbed in for Halliburton. Now here's Kuminga. Still without a basket. Clock is at 3. Bank shot, no good. And the Pacers with possession here. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Kuminga, no good. The Pacers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. And Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride.
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
Indiana shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Siakam.
Big man.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Mr. Clutch out there with Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. Passes it to Turner. Down low, Mr. Clutch. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 4 assists now tonight. Curry kicks to Hield. Lets it go from 11. Off the left rim and out.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Siakam passes to Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Pass to Mr. Clutch. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Warriors miss again.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jump ball. So it's the Warriors now. Warriors have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Three-pointer, Hield. Buries the long-range jumper. Hield's got 19 points.
Anywhere.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Siakam passes to Mr. Clutch. Drops in the layup for 2. Mr. Clutch has got 41.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The pass to Hield. Siakam against Butler. Back to Heel. Jacks up a three. Warriors getting another chance here. Second chance shot. Curry fires from way outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game. Halliburton outside. Right wing. Three-pointer on the way. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
Yeah, that's a head-scratcher there. I don't know how he could think that's a good shot. That's not really one out there jacking up threes. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are one.
When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboard show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Second, Stephen Curry.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Hield can't hit.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And it's the Warriors on the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
And that's one of the most reliable ways to draw a call. Hill gets his man here with the up fake, which I love, and he gets his trip to the line.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The first free throw is good. Good on both.
Guys like Buddy Hield, knockdown shooters, they are in high demand around the league.
To the right side. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Count that one. Curry's got 8 points.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Here's Turner. Buries it down low.
Miles Turner.
Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Thursday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with a victory.
Moody the pass to Butler. Just 4 to shoot. They kick out to Hield. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his team.
Pacers leading by 21. To the paint, here's Mr. Clutch, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Curry against Halliburton. Outside Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Halliburton passes to Mr. Clutch. Can't connect from short range. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. A shot by Butler. Nobody around. Another three for Golden State.
He's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Curry against Halliburton. And the call is going to be, yes, it is an illegal screen.
Beyond the lead, You can see his
What do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pacers?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Indiana leading by 17. Pass to Johnson. Passes to Mr. Clutch. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Warriors. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for some play.
One play there, the hoop, just the harm.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
The Pacers shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Inside, here's Mr. Clutch. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Mr. Clutch has got 47 points. Here's Payton. Pass to Moody. Takes a 3, and the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers leading by 16. Out left to the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by Golden State. And Indiana shooting 59% up to this point. They're looking for great shots, and they're hitting them.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Moody. The Pacers pull it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Nemhard has it in the corner. On the pass to Mr. Clutch. Lets it go with a 3. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the 8.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And so it's Indiana with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. Siakam passes to Mr. Clutch. From beyond the arc, Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The play they have held, it's really improved over the years.
Halliburton against Curry. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Mr. Clutch, covered by Heel. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Warriors basketball.
Pass to Kuminga. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Heald. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutches, and here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And that one drops.
Yeah, what a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson Davis finds Kuminga. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Dishes it to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. There's the 3. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Warriors trailed by 19. Butler dishes to Curry. Right here. Jackson Davis with it. He's against Turner. Pacers with the rebound. Mr. Clutch has got 15 rebounds here tonight.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside Curry. Butler on the way. For 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And here's Heald. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. And the Warriors get it back. Fires from way outside. It doesn't go for him.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he hold a what?
And Butler gets it to go.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Here's Mr. Clutch. The Warriors pull it in. Heald's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Jackson Davis.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Curry outside. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Down low. Here's Siakam. Over Curry. Siakam misses. Warriors trail by 18. Outside, Kuminga. Heald from outside. Nailed from 3-point land. Heald's got 24.
This is Heald at his best, a major threat to torch defenses off the catch.
And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Heald outside. Buddy Heald is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Passes it to Mr. Clutch. From deep. The rebound by Heald. Heald's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jump. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Good. good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates nicely. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
You know, Richard, so many stars have been here. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is value requesting the trade.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Mr. Clutch. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 18. Here's Kuminga. He gets it in there. Kuminga's got 4 points now in the quarter.
God, is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down if he wants to score.
That one falls.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
They kick out to Hield. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Halliburton, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for Golden State. Shot clock at 2. Here's Hield. And the Warriors miss again. Pacers leading by 20. Siakam passes to Mr. Clutch. To the paint. Here's Mathurin, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Pass to Curry. The tray. The rebound by Turner. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Here's Mr. Clutch. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Butler, no good that time. Good D by Siakam. And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. And good! There's another. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
The Warriors shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Curry kicks to Hield. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. They grab their own miss. Here's Moody. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Got him with the puck fake. Shelby move right there. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Now Hield. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Jackson Davis defending. Pass to Mr. Clutch. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside for Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to the sweet spot.
Butler against Siakam. Butler passes to Hield. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Halliburton against Hield. Outside Curry. Pass to Hield. Back to Butler. It's Butler with the jam.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 2 wins on the year now. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Mr. Clutch.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Butler on the way. Pass to Hield. 20 seconds left in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
I like how Hield meets the defense with energy inside, pushing his shot through the foul and getting it in the air.
And he makes the first.
Shots.
Both free throws good from Hield.
Known as a volume three-point shooter, Hield is effective both as a starter as well as coming off the bench.
Inside, here's Mr. Clutch. McConnell passes to Mr. Clutch. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, bring an awful lot about this team.
They don't